Going Paperless by Shannon White. The purpose of this cast is to help with the conversion of taking our dental office to being paperless. It will also help with the choice of using a cloud-based software when we are ready to convert. I will talk about the training of both clinical and non-clinical staff and what their roles will be in the conversion. I will then discuss the attributes of Ascend software and what the processes will look like when it put into use. Finally, I will wrap it up with what I hope to be the outcome of putting all this work into making our office more efficient and technologically advanced. Why do we like full-on charts? People like paper. People are creatures of habit, so embracing technology is not always easy. They're like something tangible that they can hold in their hands. The thought process becomes, if it's not broken, don't fix it. However, there are far more inconsistencies in documentation and full-on chart practice as the nomenclature changes from person to person. In addition, there's only one chart per patient. This means only one person has access to its information at a time, and if it gets lost or misfiled, no one has access. Being a paperless practice holds many positive attributes. First, you will never lose or misfile another chart. All of your patient's information is portable, which is a HIPAA must. Everyone has immediate access to the same information instantaneously, which makes a myriad of processing and scheduling more efficient. You have all the information you would ever need at the click of a button. The only downfall is garbage in, garbage out, meaning that you need a team that is all doing the same processing and documenting the correct information every time. When converting to a paperless office, we will need to start with the training of clinical and non-clinical staff. Electronic charting will need to be used when each procedure is complete and with each new patient comes into the practice. Not only does the existing procedure need to be documented, but the prior treatment must be documented on their 2 charts as well as radiographs. Clinical notes must be written for each procedure completed, just as precise as the handwritten notes that are currently being used. Next, we must train the non-clinical staff how to use electronic documentation. They will need to learn how to download new patient paperwork and existing patient paperwork from digital systems and our website where patients can fill them out. They will need to learn how to chart prior treatment and existing treatment plans for all patients. Also, must learn how to use iPads for digital documented signatures for patients' acceptance. Dr. Knight will also need to use digital documentation for all procedures and learn how to use eScript digital software to send prescriptions to pharmacies. Once the staff is trained, we will need to choose an internet provider that we know will have an excellent and constant connection. Currently, we have both Charter and AT&T for cases where one internet may be down. Next, we will have a conference with INC Systems, which is our IT department. We need to understand what the needs of the IT department consist of now that most everything will be cloud-based with some server backup. We will then have to have a conference with an Ascend product specialist to understand the cost that is involved, like being charged a monthly prescription for a user. We need to understand the depths of the reports and the accessibility for patients' health history on their own computers. Next, we will need to be shown all the features that include credit card processing through the computer instead of using a separate terminal and e-claims through their software instead of Renaissance. There is a one-time setup cost of $2,240 that is with a $500 discount for enrollment, conversion, and implementation. There is a one-time cost of $1,750 for a minimum of 12 hours of training for our users and a minimum of 2 hours of imaging training for clinical staff. The monthly subscription can vary depending on how many users we have. The more users there are, the more of a discount you get. We have a staff of 10, so that would be $450 a month. Lastly, there is an option to start fresh with a brand new server, but would cost upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. In conclusion, I believe that this will be a ton of work to convert our office, but the outcome will be great. We will be more efficient in all aspects of the office and gain a ton of floor space after the cabinets are removed. I believe this is a step towards the future of dental technology that is to come. Also, when we find a new associate dentist to come aboard that is younger and relies on technology, he or she will understand our software almost immediately. Resources are as documented. Thank you for your time.